Hi everyone. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A and I've been asking people on Instagram and Snapchat to send me questions so I can answer and I'm going to be very honest here. It's quite a few people have sent me questions, but a few have also sent more than one question. So I'm just going to get started now and just so people don't think and make the idea that the questions are made up. I've got a few, like one here, which you can't really see properly, um, which is on my Snapchat, and you'll see that I'll be looking at my phone quite a lot. It's not because I'm looking for social media notifications, it's because I'm reading the questions that people have asked me, and I'll be searching through my Snapchat to try and find the people who have asked me questions so that I can answer the questions for you and for them. So I'm just going to get into it right now. And one question I was asked was my best memory from high school. Well, my best memory from high school was when I was making friends, and the fact that I made quite a few is the best memory that I have of high school. Um, Another question, advice to high school people. Um, my advice would be make the most of it because high school is going to be only one thing that's going to happen once in your lifetime. It's only 5 years unless you decide to stay in that school sixth form, then it'll be 7 years. But just make the most of it. Don't moan and groan about all the work you're going to get because once you get to sixth form and once you get to college and uni, you'll be doing much more work than you expect to do, much more hours than you're expected, and it's going to be really hard if you're working as well as studying. So I'm going to say make the most of it. What what do you want to do in your future? Well, I want to be a social worker, and if not a social worker, a counselor. But generally, what I want to do in the future is help people, whether it be looked after children or just people who need help in general. Um, 3 words to describe yourself. Um, I'll describe myself as someone happy, someone who's caring, and someone who's quite sympathetic. Any social media crushes? No, I don't have any, but I follow quite a few and I do like their content. Some of them are quite cute, but I wouldn't say I have a crush on them. My favourite colour. Actually, I have more than one favourite colour. One of the colours is purple and the other is blue. And I could say that my favourite colour is red and black also because I seem to like a lot of reds and a lot of blacks. Um, Essentials or accessories that you can't live without on a day-to-day basis. I guess water, but to be honest, there's nothing that I wouldn't be able to live without on a day-to-day basis. Do you want to live in London for the rest of your life? I moved to London 6 years ago, and I was planning that when I graduate and I am fully independent of myself and of my family that I'm living with now, that I might move back to my hometown, which is Slough. But for now, I want to stay in London because I have all the support that I need from my family, and that if I moved away when I'm not fully independent, it's not going to be so great. I'll have to keep calling them, be like, oh, how do I do this? How do I do that? But if I was in London, I could just pop in and be like, oh, hi, mom, can you help me with paying these taxes? Or, mom, I need help with applying for a GP and stuff like that. Or maybe just asking for a recipe. Then I will stay in London until I'm fully independent. Um, Places that you want to visit. Um, there are quite a few. I've always wanted to visit Disneyland Paris. I'm quite in love with Disney. Greece, I want to visit. Um, Places that have quite a lot of history and that have like historic sites. Those are places that I like to visit. Um, just places that are kind of a tourist attraction. I would say America, but at the moment I'm not saying America because of Trump. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I'm not a politician. I'm not really into politics, but I don't like what Trump's doing right now, and the fact that there's gun violence and a lot of gun attacks going on. I wouldn't want to go to America until all that is sorted. What's the questions? Do I have a bucket list and what's on it? I don't necessarily have a bucket list, so no. Um, it's going to be so hard to find the questions. What's my one regret? Um, I guess that my one regret was falling in love with someone and then meeting them to find out that they're not exactly in love with me and basically having a one day thing that I regret. Okay, so I have been asked how's my boyfriend. Well, yeah, I have a boyfriend and he's well. We go to the same college, and yes, I did say college, and I know that in one of my previous videos I said I wouldn't go to college, but since that I realized that my school has a course that I don't want to do, I decided that I will go to college and do that. But there was one course at my school sixth form that I wanted to do but just didn't have the grade, and I don't think I had the capacity to get that grade, even though I tried my hardest during my GCSEs. I was very interested into doing psychology, but as I didn't have the grade, I didn't get in, and I didn't want to change any other subjects. And I had photography, which I would have easily got into, but because I don't have the grade to get into psychology, I was like, no, I'm not going to school sixth form. I'm gonna go to college. And just now, speaking of college, someone asked me, how's college and what are you studying? Um, I College is really great for now. We've only started about 2-3 weeks ago. Um, I am studying health and social care, and it has many units. We are studying 9 units in 1 year, and I think 6 units in the second year. It's a 90 credit, so it's equal to 3 A levels, and it gives you the same amount of UCAS points as doing 3 different A levels. So that's what I am doing at college. It's quite a big college, and I've met a few people there, which I really like, and kind of getting to see the other side of other people as well. and seeing what the outside world is really going to be like. Okay, so I was asked a question which isn't exactly a question, is more of a tongue twister, and it was how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I don't know. It's a tongue twister more than a question, but I don't know how much wood could a woodchucker chuck if it could chuck wood. I don't know. Probably a lot, probably less. I just don't know. And yeah, that is a very weird question, I must admit, because it's more of a tongue twister than an actual question. So, okay, that's all of the questions that have been asked, and I would like to do a few shout outs. Shout out to Tubonic. He's a really, I would say, funny YouTuber. Um, I've known him from high school, so a big shout out to him. He's, in my opinion, absolutely amazing, really funny. Um, Shout out to Epic Gamer and his family. So Pixie's channel and Jeanette Pickering. Shout out to you. I will attach their links to the bottom in the description below, and you can go follow them if you want to subscribe to them if you want to subscribe, and if you want to maybe see more Q&A videos or speeches, just subscribe. And if you think there are any videos that you think I would be able to do, just comment down below and I'll see what I can do about these videos. And thank you very much for watching. Bye!